Girl, running your own business can be so stressful. Getting financial support is such a headache. You still have family responsibilities on top. Girl, why are you laughing?
I'm so sorry. You just sounded so much like me before She Ventures.
She what? Please, I've been to enough programs. How is this one different?
Well, She Ventures offers a unique mentorship platform for women in business, from top entrepreneurs, including trainings and 0% interest rates on business loans.
That's right. Get the right guidance, counseling, and mentorship your business needs when you visit fcmb.com/she-ventures. So what are you waiting for? Join the platform today. She Ventures, supporting women with vision. Powered by FCMB. Terms and conditions apply.
Alrighty, 92.3 Inspiration FM is where you're at. It's 24 minutes before midday. Welcome. It's Business Growth with RiRi. Hello, RiRi.
Hello, everyone.
We're great.
Hello, Lagos.
I'm sure Lagos is great. How are you?
I'm very fine.
You
very
see
well.
the rain?
Pardon me?
You see the rain?
That's a Yoruba thing to ask.
I almost fell for the part of
Okay.
me. I said, no, I'm not falling for it. You see the rain.
That's a Yoruba thing to say. Sure, we do.
All right.
You see the rain.
So what have you got
Okay.
first today?
So you're tuned into Business Growth with RiRi, the show that gives entrepreneurs and business owners an unfair advantage. The show is sponsored by FCNB. Whoop, 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 whoop. So on today's show, I'm going to be talking about what to do when business is slow.
Important.
Yes, very important. And one of the things I say to business owners is that you've got to go back to basics and look at your marketing plan. You do have a marketing plan, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The reason I ask that is because a lot of business owners that I do coaching with, a lot of them don't have business marketing plans. And I think, how can you run a business without a marketing plan? And I'll tell you the benefits. It's a strategic document. It keeps you focused, and you can plan wisely when you have a marketing plan. It's also important to have a marketing calendar because this is the 1st of June. So we want to do our marketing for the rest of the year. So have all your marketing activities in your marketing calendar. Another important thing is to have a budget because you have to spend money to make money, don't you?
Yep.
You know, so that's important. So I always say to business owners that have a marketing plan so that it keeps you focused.
Okay.
All right.
So what else is there?
So
to know?
also what's important and what has worked for me and a lot of business owners I speak to is joint ventures. You know the saying, 2 heads are better than one. And again, I'll talk about the benefits. You get shared investments, shared expenses, shared new income stream, shared revenue, new profits, increased credibility for both of you, increased audiences. But there's one thing that I say about joint ventures, and that is to have a memo of understanding. You know, make sure that all the roles and responsibilities are clearly put out in the memo of understanding. So it's really important to do that.
If not, what could go wrong?
You know how it is, because sometimes when we're doing joint ventures, we normally get people that are friends or business associates that we've had for a long time. But what could go wrong is that sometimes when you haven't documented it, if there's any dispute, you could get, you know, it could get nasty and the friendship could disappear. And at the extreme, you might find yourself, you know, with lawyers.
True.
And you don't want that, do you? So make sure that even if it's somebody that you've known for a long time, make sure that you actually have a memo of understanding and then enjoy the benefits.
Okay.
Okay. So another thing that you can do when business is slow is to find a new skill. I mean, in this day and age, when I think about back in the day, because, you know, I'm old school, we never had, you know, the internet. We didn't have all the resources. This is information age. There's no excuse, I believe, that, you know, for young people and old people not to learn a new skill. Even my aunties are on the internet. Even my auntie is on Facebook. So there are a lot of resources. You know, there are digital resources with Google, Facebook. There's so many things on YouTube. My daughter actually learned how to make cupcakes on YouTube. And I know makeup artists that have actually learned things on YouTube. And even our sponsors, FCMB, they have a lot of free resources that you can use to actually plan your business on their Business Zone platform. Going back to myself, I've learned Canva. I wouldn't say that I'm at the top of my game, but I'm much better than where I was, and I've also got a supplier that has learned how to do digital video doodling, and she did that for my milestone. And since then, I've actually introduced her to so many clients just because she has tightened up her skill. So I would say go back, think about, especially digital these days, and it's not too expensive. There's a lot of free stuff. I would say learn a new skill in this slow season.
Okay.
All right. So before I go on, I want to talk about what FCMB have to offer. So, are you a school owner or simply work in a secondary or primary education establishment? I've got exciting news from our leading sponsor on the show, FCMB. Say hello to running that school with ease with FCMB School Support. With FCMB School Support, enjoy free banking for the first 3 months, access to school aid facilities, grants, financial support towards student awards, sports, and much more. You can also enjoy discounted and flexible healthcare plans. Now, isn't that amazing? And guess what? You only need to have an FCMB business account to enjoy these benefits. And in case your school doesn't have an FCMB account, contact SME Liability Team at fcmb.com to sign up. I'll say that again, SME Liability Team at fcmb.com to sign up. Terms and conditions apply. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Lagos. Welcome back to Business Growth with RiRi, the show that gives an unfair advantage to SMEs and business owners. This show, as I said before, is sponsored by FCMB, and I've been talking about what to do when business is slow. So just to recap, just for new listeners, I said that it's important to have a marketing plan because that way it keeps you focused. It's a document that you can look back on. It's not something that you put in your drawer. Sometimes when business owners start a business, they get their business plan together, they get their marketing plan, and before you know it, they've just put it away. No, a marketing plan is something that you should have constantly, review it. We're at the beginning of June now. Go back to last month. See the activities that you put out there. Did they work for you? Did they not work for you? And think about what you want to improve in your marketing plan. I also spoke about joint ventures, didn't I? I said that 2 heads are better than 1. But I also said it was important to have a memo of understanding because you don't want to have any fallout. And I also mentioned learning a new skill. Now, another thing that I want to say that's important when you want to think about when business is slow is to add a new stream of income. Sometimes you're going to have to reflect on your talent and find things that can earn you money. I know somebody that is a fashion brand, and in this time, especially last year, there was a lot of slowdown. And what she did was that she actually added a new restaurant. She's a fashion brand, but she's actually got a restaurant, and she has that on one side of her, location. And so she's got a new stream of income, and she's serving to the Lekki access. There are other things that you can do. As I mentioned before, because of the digital age, last year, or for quite a long time now, I've been doing a lot of training, but this year I actually added virtual business coaching as a new stream of business for me, and that's adding income. So think about all the different things that you can do. There are things like teaching, there's fitness, and what's really big right now is online training, and people are just training a lot of things online, So that's one thing that I would say to also do when business is slow. Add that new stream of income. Another thing to do is ask family and friends for referrals. You know, that word of mouth marketing. I know sometimes when you started a business, you probably, all your family and friends knew what you were doing. But now that business is slow, send out your information to them. Send out your flyers. Send out your, you know, all the information that you have to friends and family and ask them for referrals. One good thing about having that marketing plan that I talked about in the beginning was sometimes it's good to have a calendar so that you can have promos, you know. So if things are slow, you might want to have a promo right now. You don't have to just wait for Black Friday, you know, or special times like that, or during the festive season or Valentine's, but just think about during the year. When business is slow, what are the things that you can actually do, have a promo for? So another thing that you can actually do is, you know, start thinking about what you can write, you know, so that you can get more audiences, because the more people you know, the luckier you become. So, for example, you can look for popular blogs where you can actually add articles to, you know, about what you do, and that way more eyes are on your business. So that's another thing. And one thing that I would say, and probably because I'm coming from a marketing background, is look again at redesigning your marketing. Look at your website. Maybe your website is not friendly, as in, you know, you're not really putting the message out there. When people go to your website, is it a lookbook, or perhaps you could put a newsletter in so that you can send out to your audience, rather than it being just somewhere you're going and then people don't, you know, there's nothing that you're instructing your audiences to do. So look at your whole, not just your website, your whole marketing, leaflets. You know, ask your friends, do some surveys, ask them, you know, when I put my messages out to you, what are you getting from me? Are you understanding my brand? This is a time when it's slow to actually do a lot of those surveys. I'm always encouraging my business owners to do that, because sometimes as business owners, we are product led and we don't take time to think about what the customers want. And I come from a background where there's been, you know, a lot of the clients that I've dealt with, they do a lot of surveys. They want to know, so that they're just not, you know, going out there guessing what customers want. They're actually focused. So look at your entire marketing, you know, marketing and your business, and do the surveys, ask people what they want to do. Okay, so that's what I have today. So let me just do a recap. Remember what I said at the beginning. First of all, you should have your marketing plan. It's a strategic document. I also said joint ventures, make sure that you know, get that memo of understanding tightened, but there's so many benefits. And I also talk about finding a new skill, because there's so many things that you can do, especially online. I also mentioned that it's important to, you know, think about a new stream of income, isn't it? And I mentioned the fashion brand that's actually got a restaurant out, you know. I even know last year a lot of people went into selling masks, didn't they? Even though they had all sorts of things going on, you know. So these are things that you can do. I said that you can ask your family and friends for referrals, think about your promotion for the whole year, think about writing an article for a popular blog, and really importantly, look at your overall marketing strategy, your overall design of your marketing, and you may have to actually go back and, you know, rebrand your marketing. Okay? So once again, you've been listening to Business Growth with RiRi. For more business resources from me, please visit RiRiOkoya.com. I did say that this show is sponsored by FCMB, and next week I'm going to be discussing how to write a winning proposal. Okay?
How to write a
winning proposal.
The cocoa of the matter.
The cocoa of the
Okay, so RiRi, before we let you go, so I'm just thinking in learning another skill, like the friend of yours who you said had a fashion brand, yeah?
Yes.
And also opened a restaurant. And I'm thinking they're just, you know, not along same lines.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering, in looking for another skill, when what you have is sort of slow or is seemingly going down, shouldn't you, you know, sort of rather look for something that has some sort of an affiliation to what it is that is already pre-existing, or it doesn't exactly matter?
It doesn't matter, because remember I just mentioned the mask, didn't I? Some people, they're not into fashion at all, but they've gone into that brand. At the end of the day, as a business owner, you want to make profit, don't you? So really and truly, whatever is out there that can actually bring revenue and profit into your business is the key thing that you're looking at in this time when it's slow. Yes, ideally you want to get something aligned in your business, but I just want you to open your mind to opportunities. And sometimes we close our minds because we're just thinking in one direction. But you'll just be amazed at what you can think about that is so different from your normal business that will actually help you in these slow times.
Okay, the hustle is real.
The hustle is real.
The money, you can make it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Looking
very
forward
much.
to how to make a winning proposal
Right, a winning
for
business
next
proposal.
episode. So join us same time, 11:35 next week, Tuesday. My name is Thelma Ilams.
And my name is Rikikiolua Kindling.
We're taking a break now. The world news comes up at the top of the hour, but Dave Bruno comes in 15 minutes after, and at 12:30, we're going way back in time. To
Yeah.
where? You'll find out when you join us for tuning at 12:30. Bye now.
Let's imagine you buy a brand new car and you can use it without fuel or oil for 3 whole months. Amazing, right? Now imagine you open a bank account for your business and for 3 whole months you're charged 0 naira. Amazing, right? And you know what's more amazing? You don't have to just imagine. With the FCMB business account, you enjoy 3 months free banking with absolutely no charges.
Open an FCMB business account today and enjoy 3 months free banking and expert financial services specially tailored for the growth and success of your business. For more details, visit www.fcmb.com or the nearest FCMB office around you. FCMB, my bank and I.
They didn't know